This meeting is being recorded.
This damn, I know that's your stuff. Anyway, what's up, fam? Welcome to L.U.S.T. Let Us Speak Truth. I'm your host, Nick. We got the crew up in here. What's up, family?
Hello.
Y'all need to be hyped with me. Be hyped.
What up, Dad?
What up? Hello.
Tanya already turned up.
Yeah, Tanya is turned up.
Valid.
All right, y'all. Today's episode, we're going to talk about sexual identity. And what I want to say first, this is something that Tanya told me about that's happening in Missouri. They are trying to pass a bill in Missouri that if someone seeks help and they no longer want to live the LGBTQIA lifestyle, the therapist or the doctors will be fined for helping.
That's crazy as hell.
So basically, if you have that lifestyle, let's say at 15, and then all of a sudden at 20, you kind of want to stir away from the lifestyle and you seek help or therapy or see a doctor, those specialists will be fined for helping. That's
What?
That is absolute craziness.
Yeah.
shit.
Am I the only one that hear that buzzing noise?
No.
I heard it too.
What about if
Right
we
there.
Yeah, I
If you
hear it too. Who's buzzing?
mute each individual first?
I
Maybe.
think it's Travis because I didn't hear it until he got on.
I don't hear it
Oh.
anymore. But what would y'all do if that happened in your city, your state?
Nothing, because it don't got nothing to do with me.
Right. I'm like you. I wouldn't be affected by it, but that's still silly as hell.
But do you think it would cause more harm to the individual? Like maybe it can cause more self-infliction.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I think the problem is, and it's funny that we're having this conversation. The problem is what we was talking about a couple weeks ago, right? A couple shows ago. We're giving too much choice to younger people. We're giving too much choice. They got too many I wants and I ams, and you have to accept in their lives. Our generation was the last generation of, you're in my house, you're going to do what I want you to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now it's like we have to cater to the children's wants. And if they go to school and say, my mom won't let me be who I am, they'll have a parent-teacher conference with you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like you're blocking the child from personal growth. That's the problem. So all this backlash.
Hold on. That is Trav. Trav, you have buzz.
Is your phone close to the computer?
It's a wild buzz too.
I just unmuted you. Yeah, you
Is
have
my phone?
Yeah, you got
It sounds like some edgers going off in the background.
If your phone is too close to your computer and you get a text or something that can cause it.
I'm like Roy. I totally agree with him. You know, the world has really changed. You know, there's no more you in my house, you live in my house, you do what I say anymore. It's becoming to the point that the child is allowed to make decisions and kind of dictate how things should go. And you know, and it's sad, but it's coming to the point that the government is going to make these things into law.
And I
It's just like, have y'all heard the children? Oh, my bad.
No, go ahead, bro.
Now say, have you heard the children say things like, "You can't come in my room. This is my space."
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're not allowed to come in here and
have you heard of a child say, "You can't whoop me"?
Yeah. Because I'm telling you, they go to school and tell their guidance counselor, "Yo, my mom beat me last night." What?
Yeah.
My mom beat me last night. What, man? You going to jail, bro?
It's crazy.
They have a thing going on down here now, and it's actually someone that I know, one of their relatives. The uncle, this person's brother, tried to set up his nephew, saying that he sexually molested this little girl, and the little girl is a middle school student, and the guy is a teacher at that school, but also her stepfather. she confessed to the guidance counselor that he was the person who molested her. And
Oh,
so it's like a big scandal down here, right?
Wow.
and he didn't do it.
No, he tried to set somebody up that to say they did it when he was actually the one who was doing it. It was his stepdaughter, and he worked at the school.
Yo, y'all see the boy from Creed?
Jonathan Majors. Oh, I did. Yeah.
Yo, what's going on with that? So is the girl lying about
She dropped everything.
Wait, what happened?
Yeah.
he went to jail, I guess, for like a domestic violence assault. The dude from Creed with the big nose, not Michael B. Jordan, the other guy.
Jonathan Majors.
She dropped
The
it.
dude from The Harder They Fall.
Yeah, she dropped
Right.
it.
She dropped the charge.
Damn. And that's
Was
crazy.
she
And she don't
Caucasian?
got to go to jail. She should go to jail.
Is she
Sure.
Caucasian?
Did she lie?
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
she dropped it.
Yeah, that's why she dropped it.
She should go to jail.
And she's Caucasian, correct?
Yeah.
She's
Mhm.
from the mountains of Caucasus.
Understood.
Okay, Cat Williams.
I went to this thing today, and a woman was like, "Beware, nigga collectors."
Judy, stop rubbing on your titties.
I always touch my titties. I'm sorry, y'all just seeing it today because my shirt low cut. But I always do this. This is a comfort thing for me.
Okay, y'all. So
Calling me out.
I'm not okay because of who Dwayne Wade is. He was applauded by the NAACP because of his decision as far as his child.
Right.
What do you guys think about that?
I think to me it's absurd to applaud someone because the person is a person of famous status that an award should be given to someone that agrees about changing their loved one's life or their child's life. I mean, sexuality.
Is it because the child is too young, or do you feel like it's just in general? Because what if he was 18?
If he was 18, you know, if he was 18,
And Dwayne Wade still got that award, would it be a problem?
okay, let me ask the question because each state is kind of different. You become grown at the age of what? Is it 21? Is it 18 or is it 19?
It's
In
35.
Texas is 18.
It's
It's
30.
when
In
you
our
move
state,
out
it's
in a black person house.
Huh?
It's when you move out in black people houses.
Yeah, but legally, what is it? But they
There
say
ain't no legally. It's when you move out in black people houses.
In Texas, 18, you're considered an adult. But
Yeah.
You could be
21
33 if
to
you still
drink and
eating cup
stuff
of,
like that.
Hey, look, you could be 33 if you still eating cup of noodles downstairs after midnight. You a kid.
But
somebody
legally, you're 18 as an adult and 21 to drink, basically.
you know, but I think, you know, even as an adult, sometimes we can't make up our minds. We oscillate back and forth. I think as a child,
Oscillate. Look at you using fan terminology.
I think as a child, you know, you really don't know what you want, you know, because number one, you haven't really lived your life. You don't really know what's out there. And I would hate for something to happen to the point that because they're making it such a law, if this is your lifestyle, then you have to stay with that particular lifestyle. There's no trying to go back to that lifestyle. That's number one. Number two, you know, his information is known nationwide. Okay. So what would that look like when he start dating? I'm sorry. His name is Her. I'm sorry. I need to refer to him Her. Well, when he starts dating, you know, do we have to keep it a secret? Does she have to keep it a secret that I got my life changed or my sexuality?
You better not, because that's what can cause a death.
Right.
You need to always say, if you're in a serious relationship and you used to be a guy or a girl, I believe you should definitely
Disclose that information.
Disclose it. Go ahead, Trav. Hold on, bro.
Not thought the light too bright.
Good evening to all my people out there.
And we are live on Facebook right now.
I'm glad. Tanya, you were doing so well, and then you fell into the trap and said her. That's a little boy.
Yeah,
That's a little boy. That's a
you're
little boy.
right.
Don't. That's the thing where it gets confusing. You're supporting. You do what you want to do in your bedroom, but
True.
if war break out, they're gonna hand that little boy a gun. They don't care nothing about no dress, and the real women are gonna go with the other real women. Sorry, I'm not. It's no disrespect. You do what you want. If you want to wear a dress, fine. You can't change what God made you come out to shoot, because it don't matter. When they check your bone density, it's gonna be different from a woman's. When they
Okay.
check your lung capacity, it's gonna be different from a woman's.
Okay. Let Ro talk because his hand was up, and then Lanita, you next.
Hey, yo, you know what I seen is crazy? You see the big contradiction that's going on right now with people talking about the transgender sexes and the rights and all of this different stuff. You have the people that agree with it and say, let them do what they want, yada, 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 yada. Them same people, when the person switch over to sports and win all the trophies,
They mad.
they're like, yo, this not fair, bro. Get Brandon off the field.
Yeah.
So it's a sensitive topic, man. There is no right answer.
Yeah.
There ain't one.
Go ahead. Hold on. Go ahead, Lanita.
Maybe this doesn't really fit, but Magic Johnson, doesn't he have a son that's transgender?
Yes.
So we've been looking at Magic Johnson's son for years on end. I don't recall the NAACP giving him an award for.
I don't think Magic Johnson is transgender. I think he's
just gay.
homosexual.
Yeah.
Okay, but what I'm saying, but he was right, and it may not fit, but sexual identity does fit because he'll be homosexual, but at the same time, he's still a man, and he identifies as a woman. He dresses as a woman.
But dressing as a woman and identifying as a woman is different.
I think because
I think that's the separation between Dwayne Wade and Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson just has to accept the fact that his son is homosexual.
Times have changed.
Dwayne Wade's son is saying I'm a girl. Now I'm not that I'm homosexual, but I'm a girl.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
But
that's why I think, and I just think that's the difference, Lily. That's it. I agree with you.
I did say that it's different when I began speaking. Right. It is a little different. But what I'm saying is that whether it's Dwayne Wade's son or daughter, and then we've looked and watched Michael Johnson's son grow up with us. Like, we seen him growing up, right? We all did. We seen him go from a little boy and flourish into this woman, whether he's never, I don't recall him ever coming out saying that I identify as a woman. I'm not saying that. I don't recall him ever saying I want to be a woman, or I'm transgendered, or I'm going to get this surgery. I want my birth certificate changed. Right. But the fact of the matter is, when he walks out of his door every day, he looks like a woman.
Yeah.
But he don't, though. I think he looks like a.
Hold on. Go ahead, Trav.
My biggest thing is I don't think anybody, again, I'll give a disclaimer, should be beat, done anything negative too, because of what you choose. If you want to wear a dress, that's on you. But saying or not, I think that's completely dangerous. By having to say her, and you know that this person has a large penis in their pants, it's ridiculous. I don't care what y'all say. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. If you say her and you can bench press 225, that doesn't make sense.
What if she got her dick split to where it's inside out?
It don't matter. But it don't matter. What you did. If you did that, and you might not like what I'm gonna say, we might get a little flack. For the man that didn't get a large penis, you should take that off and give it to him, because that's unfair. The little penis fella is suffering because
they butterflied the shrimp, Trav. They butterflied the shrimp.
A man it's some man somewhere that needed that extra footage to do good work in the bedroom, and you took it.
Go ahead.
And used it for nothing.
Go ahead, Tootie.
I hate him. I just do.
What, Tootie? That's good footage. Those are excellent interests that were left out. No good.
Hey, yo, get him out of here.
Can't stand him at all.
Yeah,
what I was gonna say is I think that there's someone that I know that has a transgender child, and this child had been undergoing like major like depression issues and all of this other kind of stuff. And my issue with that was this, because the child was like 13, 14, and she's allowing the kid to become the opposite gender. But I'm like, I don't think that this kid has had enough life experience to know that this is exactly what they want to be or even feel like that's who they are. But my issue with that became she was pushing it so hard that I think that was her way of becoming more involved with the LGBT community, because she always wanted to be closer to them, and using this kid was her way to get it done. So I don't think it's necessarily that the kid even was 100% sure that's what she wanted. I felt like she pushed the kid to make her feel like that's what she had to be because she still had an agenda. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
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 Because I'm like, at 12 and 13, 14, all of that kind of stuff, you don't even know what you like.
And,
what
and
you
this
want.
is a little boy that's turning into a girl.
I'm not gonna reveal.
Okay, that's fine.
Go ahead.
I
Yeah.
can read between the lines.
Hold on, Trav. Go
You
ahead.
know, as some of us hate it, this is what the world is coming into. We're living in Sodom and Gomorrah times. Okay, so the things that is wrong is made right, and the things that's made right is made wrong. So everything is just like in the matrix. We're going backwards. What you laughing at, bro?
But what part is wrong? What part is wrong?
No, I said when we live in a world that what you see that is right, someone judges as being wrong. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, and that's biblical. That's just simply biblical and how it's going to happen. But we're going to start seeing more and more and more things that that we was brought up differently from. It's going to actually change. And my concern with this, as I think I was talking to you, Nikki, is that for my daughter, you know, who's just when she start dating. I mean,
we're gonna get there.
Oh, got you.
Go ahead, Trav.
Yeah, I love what Tanya just said, because let's think about this for a second. You can have a man with some cutoff shorts on and lipstick and a mannerism that reflects a woman be more accepted than a man saying, hey, I want to have a nuclear family, I want to take care of them, and I want to be a man's man. And he's looked at as toxic, and you have a man standing next to him with the same anatomy, with a woman's mannerism, and he's more accepted in our community than that other guy that is saying, I want to be the head of my house, I want to take care of my kids, I want to love my wife, but I ain't taking no shit. That is crazy. If you sit back and just stand there and put both of those men together, that other man 50 years ago would have no, you can't stand here and do that. You do what you want. I'll say that again. They shouldn't be hurt. But just think about that for a second. A guy is considered toxic for leading his family.
I think they had like they was doing some research to see the difference in how far the LGBT community has come in the period of time that they've been a thing versus the Black civil rights movement has been a thing. Percentage-wise, they've come farther than us overall in that short amount of time.
Yeah, in a faster pace.
Right, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, we got one.
But the reason why it's at a faster pace is because, in my opinion, it's because that the community was more accepted, and it was more okay than it was for the Black community to get ahead. You got to understand that a lot of the LGBT, and I'm saying these all wrong.
LGBTQIA.
Thank you. They come, some of them, not all of them, but some of them may come from money. They come from a higher background and all that stuff. So that community is much more supported because it has much more resources. Whereas us as a Black community, we're not as accepted. We were literally.
That's just like the opioid era.
Hold on, bro. We got a comment. It says, do y'all know how much gay stuff went on in the Bible? Seriously, do you all know?
But see, that's what I'm saying though.
Yes,
Before
yes.
anybody answers, I'm just saying.
But I'm not.
For
You know, we
no,
don't.
no, no.
We don't talk about religion on here or anything like
No,
that.
I'm not at all. I'm not at all. But what I'm saying is what Lily was talking about before we started tonight. That word gets triggered in the social media world, so that could potentially get you blocked. The G word. I'm saying there's certain words. That's what I'm saying. Like that word.
No, because the way I do it on YouTube, like we won't get blocked.
Okay.
Well, what I was saying was the Black
get what you're
community
saying.
too. We came from being redlined in a small community and put it in communities, whereas the LGBTQ community is coming from all over.
LGBTQIA.
IA comes from all over, and
Yeah.
and that's the difference of why they're way more widely accepted, and they were able to move mountains and barriers way quicker than the Black community. In my opinion.
Yes.
I mean, and I agree with Nita, even now to the point to where you can't even make jokes about them. That's the craziest part I ever see. Like comedians gotta go apologize. Comedians don't apologize. The Klans members, they don't apologize. The fat people, they don't apologize. The unattractive people, they don't. They talk about people with mental disorders, everything. How is that possible? Like, why are they on this planet to where you can't say anything? If you sleeping with a dude, you sleeping with a dude. That's you.
But it's
Ain't nobody got no
because
gun
of
in
what
your
Lanita
hand.
just said.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Tanya. And then Amy.
Well, it's funny because the thing about it is, and a lot of the hierarchy of mankind has a hidden agenda, has a hidden sexuality, and now because this is out in the front, that person can now breathe and say, now I can come and be as myself. So that person has that type of money that comes from the top that's always kept it a secret. Now this rich person that has money can now take a deep breath and say, it's out.
Go ahead, Amy. I almost wanted to call you Angie. April. Amy.
Well, I've worked with some people, and a lot of times a lot of people, they feel like they've been bullied and stuff. That's why they be pressing issues like you can't talk about them, and they feel like they've been bullied and attacked and all kinds of stuff. And that's why they don't want you to kind of like talk about them like that.
Never mind.
No, go ahead. I got something to say.
Go ahead, Lanita.
No, because my comment doesn't have anything to do with sexual identity.
Okay. Go ahead, Ro.
My comment doesn't have anything to do with sexual identity.
I can't stand Go ahead, Trav.
Amy, you just said they've been bullied. Like,
yeah.
Right. That's why I was going to try, but I didn't want to do it. Go ahead. You got it.
I just gotta.
Maybe you can say it better than I can.
What about the ones that are not the ones? What about the ones that are not LGBTQIA that are being bullied? Why is it so? That's what you guys were gonna say, right?
No. I mean, really, when we put it out there, we're talking about people being bullied. I was bullied as a Black person, right? I was bullied because I was too light skinned. But then we talk about the Black community, and then this is not the topic. But the thing is, we have Black people being murdered, and then we also have the other community being murdered as well. But I'm not saying it's balanced or on the same level, but we can't say, okay, well, we can't talk about this community because they're getting bullied. Well, there's other communities that get bullied all the time and being murdered and killed and all the other stuff. And so I don't know.
I got it. Go ahead, Amy.
Okay. Well, when I went to an art school, and when I went to this art school, like a lot of kids that was like different and stuff, and they, got bullied and stuff. Like one time when I was in high school, somebody got put in a barrel and rolled down the hill and set on fire. And I mean, it's that like some
that's
of that.
Not bullied. That's murder.
That is being bullied.
That's,
I mean, they
that's
was
Was
bullying
was they
them. They
done
was
that
doing
way
all kinds
because
of
of their
stuff. They was beating them
sexual?
up because of that.
They was
because
putting
of
the airplane
did
and
they do that
blowing
because
up.
of their
God damn.
sexuality?
Yeah, because of their sexuality, because
Okay.
of what they chose.
That's nuts. That's
Listen.
nuts.
Um,
Okay,
I-
hold on. Go ahead, Trav, and then I'm
I
gonna go
think
there.
I want them to also make a special category for bullying if that word is really strange to me. That right there is cool. That not cool. If somebody did that to a child, that's bullying. Those are real bullying. But if somebody's talking about you online, how do you guys say that's bullying? Turn the fucking computer off and go to sleep.
That's a whole
I don't
different.
understand
We
that.
we already talked about bullying, and we already
But
heard your space, your place on bullying.
I mean, bullying somebody took your lunch and punched you in the mouth. You can't say shit to me to offend me. Fuck what you feel.
Not anymore. There's different types of bullying.
How old are
depending
you,
And
Travis?
that-
Travis, how old are you?
yeah, but I wish but they
How old is Travis?
I'm 45.
45.
See, you grew into that shit. These kids are still growing. They don't
No,
have
no.
that
I've,
big
I've
skin
been
yet.
I've been like this since I've been a little low
Nope.
heels now.
I'm
I
not
didn't
gonna
take,
take that.
I ain't took
older
no shit
brothers.
since I
You
ain't
got
never took no
older
shit.
brothers.
And I ain't gonna start today.
You got 5
Yeah,
older
take
brothers.
some-
I'm just playing. I'm playing. Okay, y'all. Next question. What would you do if your child came to you and said they wanted to change their sexual orientation and name at the age of 14? Go ahead, bro.
All you can do, and I'm speaking from a today parent,
Uh-huh.
all you can do is first appreciate the fact that they feel comfortable coming to talk to you about that, which means you as a parent have created a safe space for your child. 2, give them the pros and the cons and the extremities of what they're about to do, the length of the responsibility. If you do this, this is a lifelong change. All you can do is be happy that your child was comfortable to talk to you about that. Because for those certain people in this world, there's nowhere for them to be comfortable.
Yeah, I agree.
And if your home is not, and I'm speaking from a parent, not a logical, not nothing else. I'm talking about a parent who is a parent to children. I don't care what you say to yourself. When it comes down to the come down, your kids need to be able to come home and say whatever they want to say to you. And you give them the best and the worst of the conversation and give them the best advice that you could possibly give and be supportive. That's it.
And I love that about you for
Yeah.
saying that, because
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, you guys all know I have a lesbian daughter, and
Mhm.
she was 16 when she came out to me, and I was like,
Mhm.
I couldn't understand it. You know, she's 30 years old now. I couldn't understand it because she has never been with a man, or you know what I mean?
Right.
And I just couldn't understand it. I was like, you ain't never, I mean, the way I handled it was horrible. I was horrible because
But at that time in your life, it wasn't horrible. You were coming in from the generation that we're from, where you could use the F word and things of that nature were jokes. You know,
But
the men
then-
on film, the In Living Color.
But let me finish. Let me finish.
Yeah, my bad.
Let me finish.
My bad, Nick. I'm
So
sorry.
you're good. You're good. You know how to
Let me finish, nigga.
shut the fuck up. No, I'm just playing. So today, me today, I'm like, I love my child. I regret how I handled it, because just like Rose said, if you could just be that light for them to where they are comfortable in talking to you and coming to you, that's the most important thing. And explain to them the consequences. I agree with that 100%. I didn't know how to do that back then because I was so struck on what? I just didn't understand it. And then now today, whole different person. Like, I read, I learned, I listened. It's just crazy to me. Go ahead,
Right.
Todd.
Okay, so I get what you're saying, but we got to keep in mind there's a difference between being lesbian or gay and transgender. So if the question was, if your child came home and said, now remember that insurance don't pay for this. So that means that as a parent that we have to pay for it. So if that child at the age of 13 says, hey, I want to get my sex changed, I've been in this boy's body and I really feel that I'm a girl.
You wait till you're 18, you have a job, and you go do that.
No, I got you. In life, you have the opportunity to react to situations, right? As you get older and you mature more, you react to situations individually, and you think first, right? So you can handle it with sandpaper, and you can make it rough. This is my fucking house. You're not gonna do this. You're not gonna do that. Or you could trick them because they're 14 and you're 39, and say, "Yo, I'm all right with you being who you want to be. Let's just wait a couple of years until you're 18,
right?
And then we can make you talk. You gotta know what they say as a leader in any job world. Know your employees. Know who you're working with. Just smooth them out. That's how you beat women every time.
And then at 18, bro. And then at 18, if your son wants to become a female, are you going to? Would you support him? Would you?
Absolutely. I mean, what choice do you have? Like literally, if you say, "Yo," and I'm going to say, I'm not talking from a feeling standpoint. I'm talking from a parent. So now you did that. I'm never going to let you come over for Thanksgiving. Like realistically, what do I say? I may be upset about it, but I don't have a choice. If I want you in my life, I do not have a choice.
That part.
But I want to give you the opportunity to know that I, as your father, want what's best for you, and this is what I see as best for you. So just think before you act, because some things you can't come back from.
Right. Go ahead, Trav.
So this is like a 3-part thing. I kind of understand what Rose's saying, and yeah, you got to use some type of tact and strategy in the situation not to offend the kid. I get that. Okay. But like Tanya said, there's a difference between a sex change and being homosexual.
Right.
Yeah.
My thing is, I have more of an issue with you wanting to say, you're saying, I am a girl, I am a boy. So if you're a girl and you want to add a 6-inch penis onto yourself, and I'm your parent, and you come to me, let's just say that was an operation you could get. And you said, I'm gonna say, hey,
you don't get an operation, don't get 6 inches, get 14 or something. Nigga.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but the thing about it though, Ro,
if you gonna buy it, get the Mercedes.
But you think though, Ro, here's the thing. If they gonna give this thing to a woman at first, it probably won't work right. So it'll probably just get hard in the middle. It'll probably just get hard in the middle, not the whole thing. Anyway, back to what we said. But the thing being serious about it. No, so my thing is, you come to me and you ask me about you want a sex change. That right there at that age, there's no way possible I would ever sign off on that. I'm not signing off on that whatsoever. I'm not going to even get involved.
Not ever.
No, I mean, I'm not going to sign off at that age. No, you get 18.
So what if your daughter was 22 and she took hormones and got her breast cut off and she wanted to have the look of a guy?
Okay, and I'm gonna tell you this. I know y'all gonna say we're gonna get somebody gonna call in. I would be a little bit more receptive if my daughter wanted to become a dude than my son wanted to become a girl.
Typical. Go ahead, Tootie.
Y'all remember the A Different World, the first season with Lisa Bonet? And she's in the phone booth and she's on the phone and she sees this really handsome guy walk by. He's now a transgender model. Like he disappeared into thin air.
Wow.
And his name he was born, I think, Dominique something, but his name is now like Tyra something or whatever. And I think he was like 24. And I remember seeing it. This is when real talk shows came on, like in the 90s, like, Sally Jesse, blah, 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 blah. And he's from Tobago, and his whole family kind of like disowned him, and they were like, well, you go do whatever you want to do because we don't accept those kind of people in our family.
I would never disown. I would never. I'd always, my kids are my kids. I birthed them. I love them to death. They're gonna be with me no matter what. I love them no matter what. But hold on, y'all. We got a comment. Aisha says, does that mean you help them in the transition and buy the clothes that support their choice if they're underage?
I have a friend who has a son who is transgender, and he's always been vocal about it. you know. And what I think is so dope about them is that it was hard for his dad to accept. I think his dad was okay accepting that he was gay, but I think the trans part is what kind of threw him off. And he is absolutely beautiful. When I say he is a gorgeous woman, he is a gorgeous woman. But his dad was like, I'm having a talk with you that I should have to have with my daughters because men don't see it the same. If you're gonna date, they need to know that this is about you, because if a man thinks he slept with a man and he calls himself straight, we're gonna have your funeral.
Tootie,
What?
that's a boy.
Bye, Trav. Go ahead, Ro.
No, I just think like
you're next.
I have every manly bone in my body wants to nip that in the bud in reference to what I would allow and wouldn't. I'm saying as a parent, our parents was different. Our grandparents was different. You don't agree with the rules in my house, you get your ass out. That was acceptable back in the day, yo. You cannot do that now. You cannot push.
Why, Ro?
You will lose
laws, bro. Laws. If
you
your
will
kid,
lose your
you cannot
child.
push your 14-year-old son and say, yo, if you're gonna do this, get the hell out of my house. Bro, you'll be in jail tomorrow.
But look at our numbers in our community.
I'm not
it's fucked
but
up.
But that's what I'm saying. With every bone in my body, I want to agree with you. I'm saying based on the world that we currently live in, you have to alter your thought process, because
that's run by women and beta men.
You will be the one. I agree.
Our world is run by women and beta men.
I agree. But what I'm saying is, regardless of that or not, you could be upset about it. But if I'm telling you right now, Trav, how old are your daughters? Give me the ages.
18, about to be 15 and 7.
Right. If your daughter, your middle daughter, comes to you and says, I want to be a man, you can have whatever opinion you want for the next 3 years. When you say, yo, if you're at 18, yo, I think, if you want to do this, this goes against my religion. This goes against everything I believe. I need you to go ahead and move out. And she's not prepared to move out. You're telling me that you're going to put your daughter out of your house.
He already said he wouldn't do that to his daughters. He would accept that. But if he had a son.
Right. But even still, I get it. It makes sense.
If you had a 15-year-old son, same thing that Rose
the
said.
logic makes sense. The logic makes sense. But when you add in emotions and the fact that you love this person, you're not going to do that, bro. I don't care what you tell me right now. You could swing your dick across the screen.
Hold on. Let him answer. So if you had a 15-year-old son, in that scenario, he wanted to be a girl at 15, would you put him out of your house? Would you disown him? What would you do?
Honestly, that puts me in a really, really tough, it's a conundrum. That's a real tough situation for me, because, and a lot of people don't believe like I do. I think that women and men work together, but I think to be a real stand-up thoroughbred in your home as a man, I think that really means something. So for me, there's I won't say pressure. I think there was I've been passed with a group of thoughts and things that are given me says I have to be this way. And I know it and I accept it and I enjoy being a man's man. And I said out loud, they said, if you say it, then you're not really that bullshit. I'm rock solid. So when I hear that and I look at my son and he'll be different from what I am, it would be really tough for me and him to coexist together. But I would not be nasty, rude, mean, but he can't come sit on my sofa and be kissing another dude with a beard. That's just not gonna work for me.
Right. I get that.
That just won't work.
Okay, hold on. Let me get a comment. I'm gonna go there, Ro. You're next, Ro. We got a comment. Rob says, what is never talked about is the transgender people that regret transition 10 to 20 years later.
Exactly.
But we're about to deal with all that real soon. And that's the same thing we talked about before with the same-sex marriages and the child support situations and all that. All that stuff in the next couple of 10, 20 years is going to start to become very prevalent, because people are going to regret it.
Should they have to pay child support?
Yes.
Hell
Why
no.
not? No, yeah, they should.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
should.
Yeah, if a
if
woman,
you're-
if the a same-sex marriage, the one who did not carry the baby, they had a kid, and they break up, that other one should pay child support. Absolutely.
So
I mean, in
Especially when they
theory,
start doing in vitro and things of
You
that
gotta
nature.
keep if everybody is claiming same laws, same for everybody.
in theory, yeah. But this is going to push judges to be fair, and they're not fair. So therefore, that's going to cause a real sticky situation. Because that judge is not going to go in there and see a man with cornrows and saying, "I just want to see my son." He gonna see a lady where those woman emotions are gonna come up, and they're gonna cry over there, and there's another lady gonna be crying over there. Now you got two people crying. I want to see that judge treat that other lady the same way she treated Tyrone with them cornrows. So that's gonna be real interesting.
It's gonna be fun.
We got one more comment. Aisha said she can understand. We really don't know what we will do unless we actually are faced with the situation. She says, I can tell you I have a son and it may be hard at first, but I would not turn my back on him.
Right.
And I think that's the key point of that. Okay, let me ask you. Go ahead, Tootie.
I also think that's probably why the LGBT community is so close knit. Is because like they support each other like Hispanics, and know Hispanics stick together. But these down here,
if black people were like that,
change the world.
Get a lot of stuff
to change the world. And I'm like, and down here there's an area, it's a rather affluent area, but it's called the neighborhood because it's mostly affluent white male who live in that area. And they have, it's like its own little neighborhood. Like even the mannequins in the windows in the stores, which you rarely see now, they have them, but all the mannequins are like men with big nuts. Like it's just its own little
one of them.
Huh?
I need one of them mannequins. Oh
yeah, they big nut mannequins.
I'm just saying, ship me one. Okay, look. Last
big nut mannequins. Wow.
They are mannequins with big old packages. My homeboy lived there. He was like, I didn't know where I was living.
Let me ask you this, y'all. How would you feel if you dated someone and got real close for 6 months to a year you dated, but you never had sex, and you found out they were originally a woman or a man and they confessed to you? How would you react?
I'll be pissed off first and foremost, because you have taken my choice away from me. Exactly. You have spoken those words for me. I may not want to be with another woman, you know, and again, you and then you lied on top of it, so you was misleading me at the same time. So no, it wouldn't go
is still lying.
Exactly, it wouldn't go below me.
Go ahead, bro.
So the answer, Tanya, is that like what Tootie said, omission is still lying.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I agree with that.
So you guys wouldn't be mad that you were dating a guy that used to be a girl. You wouldn't be mad at him for that. You would be mad that he lied.
No, you would be mad for both, but it starts with the lie.
Yeah.
The lie makes it legal.
Because my thing is, tell me the ugly truth, no matter what it is, and let me deal with that my way. But don't decide that this is what you want and you lie and manipulate me to get what you want out of me, and you take away my choice and options. That's when we have a problem.
Right.
So now a lying is omission. So I'd be mad for all of it, but I'm first gonna be really pissed off because you lied intentionally or you omitted information intentionally. That is
okay.
That's purposefully deceitful, and that's not okay.
Go ahead, Ro.
No, Trav, y'all got it. I agree with them. I agree.
Oh, okay. Trav.
Want
to go in the comments first, or do you want to answer?
I mean, you can go in the comments. I got something to say. Please go ahead.
Okay. We got Michelle. She says there's many factors in the decision that people make on rather than want to be a man or a woman. Sometimes it depends on what skin they are comfortable in. We as parents has to give the pros and cons in the decisions they make in life. Be that ear that they need and that shoulder to lean on. Yes, it may be against our will, but respect their wishes. Still love them the same. And then what we're talking about now, as far as dating, and you find out later, Michelle said she would be upset. Aisha said, I agree. Let me have the choice. Don't lie to kick it. Rob says, not reality, because nobody dates for 6 months without sex.
I agree. I agree.
I
agree.
What is that? That Steve Harvey movie? Was it
Act
90
like a
Day
man,
Movie?
think like a lady.
Yeah.
Act
Yeah.
like a lady, think like a man, whatever.
I have
That was
I
that-
cook my cookies.
But that was actually
Tanya,
that was 90 days to Tanya, not 6 months.
Tanya.
Right. So yes, might have missed it.
Go ahead, Trav.
Man, that's take the sex out, because I mean that wouldn't work anyway. But take the sex part out. Man, that's tough because
you live in Atlanta.
yeah, but here's the thing though. I can tell the difference. You can't fool me, so that wouldn't work. I don't give a fuck where you go, how much hormones you take. You can't fool me. Not me.
How do you know?
Huh? You can't. I can look at your hands and your neck and your neckline where your jawbone runs. You cannot beat me. You can fool another dude that's thirsty and hungry, but I've been looking at women since I've been a little old boy. That will not work with me. But if you try to deceive me,
You said your jawbone, your neck.
The hands and the feet. The hands and the feet, bro.
I can look at your feet. If you listen, if you 5'9", and you wear a size 11 shoe, you're a man. You can get mad all you want. But anyway,
Don't say that. Not all are like that.
well, women wear 8.5s. When I see women with big feet,
look at basketball players. Look at the top.
when I
They're
see
not
them
5'9",
girls are.
but they're not 5'9" though. They're not 5'9". He said
they're like-
5'9" with a
Okay.
size 11. That ain't.
When I see women with
I don't know
big
no
feet,
man that's 5'9" that wears a size 11. But go ahead.
I do.
Not all men. We're talking about
I can't stand
5'9" and you wear a size 11.
huh?
No, I wear 8.5, baby. I got baby feet. I got the little.
that's what I'm saying. I wear 10
and I got little hands.
Oh, you poor souls. Okay.
I wear 10.5, but it's still, regardless, like I'm saying, man, you can't fool. If you were able to get one past me,
Aisha
just
says, I'm
don't
sorry.
do that to me.
I don't mean to cut you off, Trash. She says, I have large hands and have a whole uterus.
She said she got large hands.
And have a whole
large
uterus.
and a whole uterus.
I asked her what size shoe she wear. What size shoe you wear, lady? Damn your hands.
How
Let
tall
me
is
see
she
you.
though? How tall is she though?
Yeah, how tall are you? Let me see you. What?
Right.
She
She not 5'3"
If you on there
with
looking
giant
right
hands.
now, I need to know what size your feet
Okay,
are.
she said I'm 5'7" and my sisters are 5'9" and 5'10" and wear size 12.
They do. Them
Mhm.
girls got large vaginas.
Yes.
Stupid. So basically, what I'm saying, there are women out
Women,
there that how
yes.
do you know? How do you know if that's the case? You said
I'm mad they got large vaginas.
I can't stand him.
Boy,
I'm very
them
upset about this.
girls need mule men to come by. That's what they looking for.
What's up, Amber? Amber's on here. Rob said that's true, bro. They got like
Hey, the player from the South strikes again.
I can't stand y'all. Oh my
At
god.
all.
Well, I'm a little bit confused
He
because
is lying, Rob. He is lying. Rob said you're not lying.
I'm a little bit confused because Lord, what do large vagina has to do with the debt?
What?
You have a large vagina as long as it's not the debt.
No, I didn't worry about that. That means if you got a large vagina, somebody been hitting that thing with a chop axe. It's open. It just, you'll fall in. You know what the hell going on, girl.
Oh,
What if you have a lot of action but you do kegels and your
You
shit?
said what?
If you have a lot of action, you do kegels, your shit's still tight.
I'm saying.
Oh.
Yeah, but it ain't. Hey, Ro, I'm gonna answer this for you, Ro. That means them kegels only gonna last for the first 5. That thing gonna get back loose in just a minute.
I can't stand him.
Go ahead.
He makes me sick. But vaginas coming out of shapes and sizes just like penises.
That's
So
true.
you might have somebody who have real big cooch lips and somebody got little bitty ones. You never know. So I mean, I'm saying.
That's true.
Oh, just decide
But
they got big
but then
feet,
what if you?
because they
But
got big feet.
Tootie, if that thing been tampered with, you can tell too.
Yeah.
Well,
You
they
can
didn't
tell,
claim to
man.
be a virgin.
No, I ain't talking about that kind of tamper with. I'm talking about self-enlarged.
Hey,
Look,
yo, so is a big clit? Is that the sign of a woman that might have been a man?
Yeah,
No,
she
you
was.
remember.
She was
No.
raised. She was gonna be raised. She turned to Regina.
she is not.
She-
I hope that for
I don't
that.
like you.
Shut your mouth. Shut
I
your
hope it rained
mouth.
on Travis's head.
Oh my
Hey,
goodness.
do y'all remember when they were doing that Asian person and they gave him like a sex change operation, and she got pregnant and they tried to brand her as the first pregnant man?
Mhm.
Yeah, I remember that.
This is so confusing to me.
Aisha says she has a snapback coochie.
Aisha,
I
Aisha, somebody
Okay.
somebody told you that was paying your light bill, baby.
And someone told you had a big dick, Trav.
Huh?
I heard it.
Well,
Yeah,
I
I
can
heard it too.
stand by that if you stack both hands and something sticking out the top. It's pretty big. I got something for you. Come on with it now.
He like Asian ladies with tiny hands.
Yo.
I'm
What-
sorry,
what we
Travis.
talking
That was
about?
free.
What,
You gave me that.
Lanita?
Hey, yo. I'm about to get off.
If you
No matter how much
Where you going, Ro? Where you going, fella?
okay, y'all never answered the question.
Okay, what's the question?
What was the question?
Question.
Yeah, all y'all went off topic. How would
Okay.
you feel if you dated someone and really liked them, and 6 months later you found out they were originally a woman or a man? How
It's
would
a
you?
wrap.
I stated mine.
I'll be
Yeah,
mad.
I agree
What are
with
we
everything Tootie said. It's a wrap. You're not gonna suck me in and take
No,
out
but
my.
the ladies, you guys did answer. I'm talking about the guys.
Oh,
Trav
There's-
said.
Oh,
All
There's
Trav
really
said
no
is, I know.
there's really no need for either one of us to live at that point.
Oh, okay.
you got to kill them? They got to die, Trav?
No,
we just
we got not
we just
them,
ride off a
not
cliff
them.
together. You've already
Yeah.
messed me up.
Damn.
You
Yeah,
messed me
'cause-
up. People saw you with me. So we just gonna
Right.
ride off a cliff together.
Oh,
Yeah, because you can't, as a man, as a heterosexual male, you can't come back from that, yo.
but you
That's-
never had sex with them. You never did nothing with them. You guys just got really close, and you
It
may have.
doesn't matter. It doesn't
You may have
matter. You don't.
kissed.
You right. So you kiss the dude.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
But Nick, real quick. That's
Have
so
y'all-
dangerous. Real quick. That's so dangerous. Y'all might not have had sex, but he could have walked in there and you be peeing and he shook the last little bit off of you, and then now it's all messed up.
Do you think that might have been what happened with Teddy Pendergrass?
Teddy hurt me when that's one of my favorite singers of all time. He knew that was a man.
You think so?
Yeah, you can't. Come on now.
Go ahead, Amy.
Well, it's a movie that's on Tubi. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's something like that where these dudes grew up. These dudes grew up and they had sex changes and stuff, and they was dating people.
Oh yes, it's good too.
I can't think of the name of that movie.
That dude got his ass towed up.
Hey, wait. What do you got? What movie? What is it?
It's on
I can't-
Tubi. Yeah, it was two dudes, and they
got a part one and part
they was
two.
hustling. They was hustling guys.
Yeah,
ahead,
they
bro.
was hustling them and making money, and at the end, one of the dudes that one of the dudes came back and killed one of them.
Oh, wow.
And the other one beat
and he
the
was
other
dating
one
an
real
NFL
bad.
guy.
You have no right to take another's life. I don't give a shit what the hell
Right.
happens.
Yeah.
I just.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
But what have y'all seen the show Black Mirrors? So let's fast forward all of this shit and bring it to the metaverse, right? It was these two best friends that were on the virtual game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
They were having sex. One was a guy and one was a man. One was a guy, one was a girl on the game with the virtual thing. But they would meet up on the game and have sex in the metaverse. But then see each other as homeboys in person.
How does that work?
Wow.
But does it make sense what I'm saying?
Visual? It was
Hey, Ro, do you know that a guy is saying that is the most dangerous thing that thing that they're trying to bring to where you can have sex like with the thing on your head and it's like
Right.
real. He's begging them not. I think it's Jordan Peterson. He's begging them. He said it's going to take human interaction completely apart, even further than social media did, because people are going to say, I know I can go have sex with this person and get my rocks off, and it won't be, I won't have to worry about approaching a woman or getting rejected. I know I'm going to be
STDs.
100 for 100. And they say, and it's going to mess up everything if they allow this.
Yeah.
Marriages, relationships.
But that's a real show though. Like y'all might want to, like, I seen
Man,
the
I couldn't
episode.
finish it. Bro, I couldn't finish it, bro.
It fucked
What's
me
it
up.
called
It fucked me
again?
up. I was like, yo, what the fuck is going
It's
on?
on Netflix.
What's
It's on
it
Netflix.
called?
Black Mirrors.
Black
Black
Mirror.
Mirror.
Okay.
I couldn't finish it. That was because
But it's different. It's different episodes though, Tootie. Like you got to find the right episode. Like each episode doesn't relate to the last episode. They're all different.
Okay. Okay.
Y'all see Jerome died on Snowfall. My bad.
I didn't see it. I don't watch.
Fool, man.
Yeah, I don't watch this.
Where'd Nicole go?
DJing with Greg.
Nick, where did you go?
No, you can't. But I'm sorry, you can't.
So
that's a little too much.
So let me ask.
I think it should be a law where they cannot not disclose their original gender. But that falls into the conversation of what is their original gender. It's all based on what they think, not the reality. Because if we base it on chromosomes, then there is no conversation at all. But they're not allowing the chromosomes to be a part of the conversation anymore.
Science
They've
is
taken
undefeated.
science out of it.
Science is undefeated.
Yeah.
Science is undefeated.
Yeah, they took science out of it. Now, and I told y'all in Norway, there's a college where they took the letter M out of the word woman and put an X because they don't want man and woman attached.
Huh?
So it's WOXAN is how you spell woman now in Norway at a college. I watched on the news.
Why are you why would they even perpetuate something that they know goes against science?
Because LGBTQ is winning, bro. They're winning. LGBTQ.
Well, even further than that, but we dealing with a society of people that feel like they can manipulate everything on Earth. Like how these storms are coming from the West and going to the East and tearing up shit the whole way. I'm 100% sure that's manipulated and man-made. But you're dealing with scientists who want to control everything that happens on the Earth. So that's not even a surprise to me.
Hold on,
how far they'll go. Like COVID, that's a man-made disease.
Hold on, Tootie. Facebook, we getting off here. If you want to finish the rest of this conversation, make sure you subscribe to YouTube and join us on L.U.S.T. Let Us Speak Truth. Bye, Facebook.
Bye.
Bye.
ODU Monarchs.
Oh, you got boobs? Is that what this was?
Nah, ODU Monarchs. My son got accepted to ODU today, baby.
Congratulations. I saw that on your page.
So we're still live on YouTube?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
We're still live. I'm gonna ask you guys this. I don't even know what I want to ask right now.
Well, I want to ask this question. So, Roy, if your son, and I'm just speaking that you have a junior, Roy Jr.
No.
Okay. So anyway, if your son come home and says, hey Dad, I want to change my name, yada 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 yada. He's 15 and he wants to be called Roseanne.
Mm-hmm.
And so, would you comply with the name change and call your son by what he wants to be called?
No.
At what age?
At 15.
I would not.
Any age.
I would not, and I would stress to him my reasons behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't make decisions for lifelong at 15 years old. You don't know who you are. You don't even know what career you want yet. You don't know what life you want yet. You don't know none of these things. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be confused, but don't make a decision in a confused mind state. And that's why I say you can either sandpaper life or you can gloss your shit. I gloss my shit over here because being a parent there is no rule book. I wish there was. It would be easy, but there isn't.
Yeah.
Tony, let me ask you a question, Tony.
Mm-hmm.
So hypothetically, I'm your son, and I say, Mom, I want to be a 45-year-old white man, and I identify that today, and that's what I'm going to be going forward. What do you say to that?
Bitch, please. No.
Exactly. Thank you. That's what I want to know. You answer my question.
Have y'all seen that black guy who he identifies as he's a black man and he identifies as a white man, like he changed his name and everything?
Yeah.
What about the white lady who identified as a black woman? She painted
Rachel Dolezal, but she did a lot of stuff for black people. I couldn't hate on her.
but she's still white.
But she still did a lot of stuff for black people.
She's still white though. But I
But
get
Did y'all see the girl? Did y'all see the girl on Facebook Live that shot her husband today? I don't know.
God,
if it was today. I don't know if it was today. The guy was trying to leave. He was like trying to leave her to go to work, but
Hold
they
on,
was like,
y'all.
I guess
We're gonna stop the live here because we're gonna talk afterwards. We're gonna do Lust After Dark. Love y'all. Subscribe to Lust. Let us speak truth. We will see y'all on Wednesday. Holla, holla, holla.
Hi.
Mon